Hi there, coming back with another DVD Blu-ray update. Um, yeah, so I've been thinking about making a complete video, a complete collection video. I have a lot of stuff, and like a bunch of new updates as well. So I don't know if next month I'm going to do a new update video or I'm going to do a complete collection, and you will see some of the new stuff that I've picked up for that month in the video. But I don't know. I haven't made my mind up. That's quite an effort to do those sort of videos, but whatever. But I guess for this video, I'll show you what I've gotten. I've gotten way more than this, but this is what I'm going to show in this video because it would take forever. So let me just jump right in. I got some DVDs, some Blu-rays, and some new releases. So boom, I got Archer season 6 here on Blu-ray. Love this show. Have all the seasons that have been released. I loved season 7. Can't wait to get it on DVD as well. I finally finished my Louis collection. I got Louis season 4 and 5. From what I can tell and what I read, these are like burn on demand sort of releases that FX did. But they're good enough, and I love this show so much. Probably one of my very favorite shows. I love season 4. I like the elevator series there with him and Louis meets this woman and he falls in love with her, but she's from Hungary, or Hungary, and but anyways, this is a great show. I love it. I'm friggin' stoked to finally have them all. And as soon as I got these 2 seasons, I started watching it, and I'm already done. I marathoned it real quick. Picked up this a while ago, Nightmare and Dreamscapes. This is kind of like a thing that was on TV, and it's like 8 mini stories. It's actually named after one of his books. I'm sure a lot of the stories come from the book. I'm not sure though, not 100%. But yeah, pretty cool. I haven't seen this in a while. I haven't thrown it on yet. I remember a couple of them just being really cool. Um, yeah, really good cast overall. Like, look at there, William Hurt, isn't it? I'm not sure. I think that's William Hurt. I'm not 100%. William H. Macy. Got Ron, Office Space guy. um, yeah, just a great cast throughout all this. So yeah, I'm looking forward to throwing this on. I haven't got around to it yet, but I will soon. Picked up Bag of Bones. It's a mini series based on the novel, which I loved the novel. I thought it was fantastic. The movie is good. It's not quite as good as the books, because the books can like dive into the guy's like thought process and stuff like that. But I think this is probably as good as it would get. This is directed by Mick Garris, who's directed a lot of stuff with Stephen King, and yeah, it's a really good. It's not a mini series; it's like a 2-night event sort of movie. So it's about close to 3 hours, I think. What does it say? It's always so hard to just find the freaking time. There we go, 163 minutes, so 2 hours 40. But it's really good. I enjoyed it. I did watch that since picking it up. And this is another Mick Garris written and directed, based on stories from Clive Barker and Stephen King, called Quicksilver Highway. I haven't got around to watching this yet. From what I've read online, it's pretty bad, but it's Stephen King, and I need to pick it up. And I had never even heard of it before, so yeah, it's got Christopher Lloyd in it, so yeah, looking forward to checking that out eventually. Got this for free the other day when I picked up some cool steel books I'll show you very soon. The guy just threw this in. It's actually kind of out of print and worth a chunk, so to get it for nothing was pretty awesome. But this is Joe's Apartment. This is a great MTV movie from back in the day I used to love. And yeah, it's just about this dude who moves into the shitty ass apartment, and all these cockroaches become his friends. And they sing, and I don't know, it's just goofy, it's zany, it's wacky, and it's a fun time. I've always liked this movie. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, but it's really good. If you've never seen it, at least check out a trailer or something, get into it. But it might be one of those cases where I as a kid I really liked it, so that's why I still enjoy it so much. I don't know if you've seen it for the first time today, if you'd like it as much, but I definitely do, and a lot of my friends all like this movie because we used to all watch it back in the day. Moving along, Vulgar. I finally have myself a copy of this. I've been wanting this movie for quite a while. I could just never get it cheap enough, and finally I found it for a good deal. This is a great movie. It's kind of like a what do they call it? What are they called? Like a exploitation revenge movie, and it's directed by Brian Johnson, who is one of the main stars of Comic Book Man, or tell him Steve Dave if you listen to the podcast like myself. Produced by Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier. It's a VSQ sort of deal, and it's fantastic. It's about this clown who is having a hard time making money being a clown, so he comes up with this wacky idea to show up like kind of like in a comedic way to people's strip parties, strip party sort of deal, or what's it called, like bachelor parties, and he's gonna show up as this like sexy clown wearing stockings and all this shit, and the first time that he goes to do it, it turns out real bad for him, and these dudes do really messed up, fucked up shit to him, and then after that I'm not gonna tell you the whole story, but it turns into this revenge flick, and it is really fucked up. There's a lot of funny lines in it. You'll see a lot of familiar faces from the VSQ universe. Kevin Smith plays a role in this movie. Jason Mewes. This is Dante, actually, from Clerks. Brian O'Halloran. You'll see the Chulies gum guy from Clerks. You'll see a lot of people, so I would definitely check this out if you're a fan of Kevin Smith movies. This definitely fits in more with the stuff Kevin Smith's doing now. It is fucking warped. So when I got that Joe's apartment, I picked up some cool steelbooks. The guy didn't ask a lot, which was nice. He kind of cut me a deal. But here is Kill Bill Volume 1. Really cool steelbook. There's the back there. Awesome. I love Kill Bill. It's probably it's probably the Quentin Tarantino movie I watch the most. I just love it. I know it's not the best of his movies, but I just watch it a lot. So here's Kill Bill Volume 2. Really cool picture of the bride there, and on the back you got Ellie Driver. So yeah, I was happy to get those. And he also had this, which I picked up, which is actually quite out of print and hard to find, is the Looper Future Shop Steelbook. Love this movie. The first time I watched it, I didn't love it, but since I picked this up, I've watched it a lot, like 4 times, and it's really good. I like this movie a lot, and it's a really cool, like, lenticular sort of deal in a steelbook. And yeah, so for all 3 of those, he hooked it up for $50, which was a good deal because he was asking 20 a piece. So I asked him what kind of deal you could do if I grabbed all 3, and he said 50. And then he threw in Joe's Apartment, which is actually pretty expensive and out of print. So, anyways, moving right along, picked up some cool new titles on Blu-ray. I got Bad Words. This is a very funny movie. It's it's so offensive and great, and it's just about this dude who enters spelling bees, and he just fucks with the kids so much. There's more to it than that, but that's all you really need to know. It's a really good Jason Bateman performance, and he directed it as well. Here's an Oliver Stone movie. Val Kilmer seemed to be born to play this role as Jim Morrison and The Doors, and it's really cool biopic. Apparently it's not very true to the whole story, but I don't know. I enjoy this movie, always have. It's really cool. It flies by for its time, like it's over 2 hours long. Great music, great performance, hilarious lines, and yeah, just a fun movie. Great music biopic. If you're a fan of The Doors, I love The Doors. If you're a fan, you should definitely check this out if you have not. Here's one I picked up. Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit. I had never seen this movie when it came out. I wanted to. I haven't seen like a lot of the other Jack Ryan movies. I think I've seen one of them. One of them with Harrison Ford. I didn't see the one with Ben Affleck and the Alec Baldwin. I never seen. But this one here was really good. Just a great action spy movie. It was fun. Had a good time with it. Great action scenes and good acting. You got Kevin Costner, Chris Pine, and Keira Knightley. So yeah, good movie if you like this sort of thing. I took a chance. It was really cheap, and I didn't regret it. I think they're making another one with the main character from 13 Hours, and Chris Pine's not going to do it anymore, which sucks, but I don't know. I'd probably check out the sequel. And anyways, I think it actually reboots the franchise as well. I think that was the idea. So anyways, moving along, we got Tony Scott's Revenge here. This is a great movie. Kevin Costner, Anthony Quinn, Madeline Stone, and yeah, Quentin Tarantino says, I consider Revenge to be Tony Scott's masterpiece. And that's kind of why he was very stoked to have him direct True Romance. But I wouldn't say it's his masterpiece. I like a lot of Tony Scott movies, and I think, oh, sorry about that. I think there's a lot better ones out there. But I definitely enjoy this. I remember watching it back in the day when I was kind of going through his catalog, trying to watch all his movies, and I thought it was awesome. It's kind of like an erotic revenge tale. And yeah, it's just really cool. It's about this pilot who leaves the army. He kind of starts trying to live a new life. He ends up reacquainting himself with this dude who has now gone on to become like this big badass gangster sort of guy. And he ends up sleeping with the guy's wife. And that guy finds out some things happen. And the revenge story begins. It's pretty brutal as well. But it's just a really interesting, cool movie. I don't think everyone could would love the entire thing as much as I don't know. Some people might actually not like this movie a lot, just because like the ambiguous ending, just some of the pacing. But I really enjoyed it. I like the whole style, I like the look. The music is really great in this movie as well. It's just a good time. I enjoyed it. But I could see if it would not be for everyone. Anyways, moving along, I got 8 Mile here. Just wanted to check. I got this for like $2. I just wanted to check it out again. I hadn't seen it since it came out way back in the day. And I really enjoyed it. Eminem's awesome in it. The music's great. All the freestyles are so brutal. He's so good in them. And then Brittany Murphy's in it. Exhibit. A good hip-hop coming-up sort of movie. Picked up Scream Factory's The Crush. I've wanted to get this movie for a while. I had it on VHS. I've been wanting to get it for a while. It finally dropped to a decent price. Nothing amazing, but a decent price. And I decided the hell with it. I'd pick it up. And yeah, it's about this writer, this magazine writer, reporter sort of deal. He moves to a new city. He needs to find a place. He moves into this like well-to-do family's guest house, and they have a daughter who's I think she's like 13 or 14. Actually, I don't know how old she is. What does it say? Yeah, she's 14, and it's Alicia Silverstone, and good lord, she was good looking. She's still good looking, but she was a good looking lass, and she kind of innocently at first starts making advances towards him, and she's very intrusive in his life, and he just kind of finds it as a harmless crush. But when he starts dating a woman of his own age, she becomes extremely jealous and starts fucking with his life, and things are revealed about her past and her mental state that are pretty crazy. I just like this movie. It's a very good, intense, psychological thriller that I had never seen back in the day. So I just stumbled across it like last year. I picked it up in a lot on VHS, and I really enjoyed it. So when I saw Scream Factory release it, I knew I had to pick it up. It's got some pretty cool special features as well. Kurtwood Smith and the girl that he ends up like is dating that makes her jealous. They do interviews. It's got a commentary. Just a good movie. Well done. Great soundtrack. And very tense movie. I enjoyed it. Check it out. And Alicia Silverstone, Carrie, what's his name? Carrie Aluz, the guy from Saw. I can never pronounce his last name. He's good in it, but the standout performance is Alicia Silverstone, who is just, she was really good in this movie. So for the first thing she ever done, was pretty awesome. She really doesn't do much nowadays, and overall, not a great career. But this movie here is excellent. And it is moving along. Inside Llewellyn Davis, great Coen Brothers musical, not a musical movie, but a movie based on music like they've done in the past. It's about this folk singer who's kind of at the end of his rope with the profession. He's trying to figure out whether it's for him or not, and he's kind of an artist in a world where people are starting to get commercial and trying to make money. And yeah, it's just really, really good. Oscar Isaac plays Llewellyn, and he is kind of stumbling around the city from couch to couch, relationships with Carey Mulligan that he had. He ends up kind of going on the road to try and make one last effort to figure out whether he's going to make a shot of this or not. He ends up on the road with John Goodman, who almost steals the whole movie. He's so good in that. I think it's like a 20-minute segment, maybe a little longer, and he's just so good as this old jazz musician. Justin Timberlake is good in this. I think Adam Driver's also in this movie. And yeah, it's really good. And all the music is done live in the shot. Like Oscar Isaac is actually, apparently he's got a musician side to him. So he was able to actually do the songs live in camera. So it's really good. Definitely underrated. Well, not underrated, but just not enough people talk about this movie as one of the great Coen Brother movies, especially of recent years. It's fantastic. Definitely check it out if you haven't. Moving along, here's an awesome Al Pacino movie, And Justice for All. I love this movie so much. It's so good. If if this man gets away with this, there's something really, really wrong here. You're out of order. This whole courtroom's out of order. He's so good. That's my closing statement. The final act of this movie is great. It's just kind of like a courtroom drama, but it's mixed with like black comedy elements, and it's just fucking fantastic. A great early performance from Al Pacino. You get, what's his name in here? I can never remember his name. John Forsythe is in this. Jack Warden. It's gonna bug me so much. It's I think it's the dad from Arrested Development. He's really great in this movie as well. But yeah, this is an awesome Al Pacino movie that here no one ever talked about. It's so great. Check it out if you have not. It's fucking fantastic, especially the final scene, which is awesome. Anyways, moving along, we got the Oceans 11, 12, and 13 series on a triple feature here. Great heist movies, great cast. Haven't seen them in a while. I've had this sort of set on DVD for a long time. It came with the original Oceans 11, but I didn't need that. I just wanted all these three. I got this for a good deal. I think it was $15 normally, and then they were having a half price sale, so I got it for like $7 or something like that. Good deal. And yeah, looking forward to going through these again because it's been a long time. So moving right along, got the Dirty Harry collection. This one on sale on Amazon for like $20 or something like that. Great deal. I've been wanting to get this for a while to get rid of my stupid 4 film collection. It didn't have the Deadpool. It had all 4 of the movies, but no Deadpool, which was dumb. So I have them all now on Blu-ray. Still haven't taken the time to go through them and watch them all, but I definitely want to. I love the Dirty Harry movies. They're great. Punk. I think actually my favorite is Magnum Force. I love that one quite a bit. And Sudden Impact is really good as well. And just moving along, we got American Pie 4-film collection here. I really dig this movie quite a bit. All 4 of these movies. The third one, The Wedding, is not great, and it definitely wouldn't have been as good as it is if it wasn't for Steven Stifler. He is kind of like the standout in the whole movie. He's the funniest parts of the entire thing. Reunion was fantastic, actually. It really just nailed the vibe and the humor, and it's just so goddamn funny. And American Pie 1 and 2, they're just classic comedies. So I got this again, pretty cheap, brand new. They had like 10 of them, and like 3 of them had the slipcover. It'd been there for a while, and I seen 2 of them with slips sell. So there was one left. It was in good condition, so I jumped on it, and it was great. There's fucking packed with special features on this. There's so much to watch. So if you're a fan of this set and you don't want to get the individuals, but you do want them, this is a great way to get them, save some space on your shelf, and get everything. Great set. So moving along to the new releases here, we got War Dogs. Great film. I actually think this is pretty much perfect. There's nothing wrong with this movie at all, and it's about these 2 young men who kind of get caught up in this illegal, or not illegal, it's legal actually, gun selling for the war, arms trading, and they're able to kind of maneuver their way into the life, and it's really cool. It's Jonah Hill's excellent in it. He has this fucking laugh, this laugh that he does that's just so fucking douchey. Miles Teller is great in it as well, and it's just a really good. It's got like a Goodfellas feel to it, mixed with Lord of War, obviously, for the subject matter, and it also has like a Social Network feel to it to me. I don't know. It has nothing to do with that sort of Social Network deal, but just like these young guys who are coming up, sort of, and, you know, rising to the top. I don't know. It just had a weird vibe to me that reminded me of that movie, and I definitely enjoyed it. I'm going to give away the digital copy here. Speaking of digital copies, please, for the love of God, I give away a lot of digital copies, and people still, for movies that I don't give them away for, still want to ask me if they can have them. If I put them in the movie or in the video and I don't give away the digital copy, you can assume that I've used the digital copy, and just please just be happy with. I give away a lot of digital copies, and I just find it very ignorant to just be asking me for free digital copies after I give away 6. That's not good enough, I guess. I don't know, I just found it very annoying. For the last couple videos I've done, people have done that, and I could sell these, and if it continues, I probably will stop giving away free copies and just start selling them, because I don't know, I couldn't see myself doing that. Just be happy with what you get, sort of deal. But anyways, I'm sorry, that bothered me quite a bit last couple videos, and but I will give away digital copies. I got quite a few here. So War Dogs, here's the ultraviolet code, 1, 2, 3, first come first serve. Enjoy that. So yeah, War Dogs, great movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Probably one of the best Jonah Hill performances in a while. We got Lights Out, great horror film. The idea is really cool. This like ghost demon sort of deal, that when the lights are out, she's able to move around and do stuff, but when the lights are on, it's not. So really cool. A little gimmicky, but at the same time good. Apparently this was a YouTube short film before, and James Wan saw it and decided to offer the guy a chance to make a full feature. So good horror film. It's nice and short. You can blast through it. I had a good time with it. Good cast overall. Fun time. Good ending too. I'm going to give away the code for that as well. Here is Lights Out, Ultraviolet, 1, 2, 3, first come first serve. Moving along, got Tarzan, the Legend of Tarzan. Sorry, really cool Tarzan movie. I didn't know what to expect from this. I kind of expected they were going to do the whole Tarzan origin story over again, but this kind of takes place after everything we know about Tarzan, and it's really cool. A interesting way to go about it. Good cast. Margot Robbie's awesome in this movie, as usual, with her beautiful self. You got Samuel L. Jackson. You got Alexander Skarsgård, Eric from True Blood, and you got Christoph Waltz as well. So a really good movie. I thought this was a lot better than I expected. Good CG, and a good time overall. It's a Warner Brothers flick, so I have a digital copy for that as well. Tarzan, Legend of Tarzan. 1, 2, 3, first come, first serve, Ultraviolet. So moving along, I got Deepwater Horizon, a really cool Peter Berg movie. I did see Patriots Day, and I actually liked it a lot more, but that's not saying I didn't like this movie. I thought it was great. I just found the scientific sort of mechanical aspects of it confusing. I didn't know exactly what was going on, but that's not necessary. Like, you can still understand that there's a big, event going on, and they're dealing with it. Great cast overall. Awesome movie making here. Crazy true story. You always hear about, the environmental effects that happen because of the spill here, but you never hear about the people and the people who died and whatnot, and what the courage that it took them to get off the ship. And but you got Mark Wahlberg, Kurt Russell's great in this movie. John Malkovich is a nice, cool character in this. He's kind of a dick, but he's good at it. You got Gina Rodriguez, Dylan O'Brien, and Kate Hudson, who's awesome as well in the small role she has. Just a great, great movie. I enjoyed it. But like I said, Patriots Day, I liked it quite a bit more. This, what's the Lone Survivor and the Patriots Day are all great, true stories. They could easily make that into a trilogy sort of deal. But yeah, good movie. And I've used the digital copy, so leave me alone. I'm sorry, I was just so annoyed by it last video. Moving along, Tom Hanks in A Hologram for the King. This is a really cool movie. I seen it when it first came out. Great performance by Tom Hanks. Seems like a lot of people disliked this movie. I liked it though. It's a cool little movie about this salesman who's it's more about his life than what actually he's doing, and kind of how he feels kind of locked into this person that he's become. And throughout this movie, he finds himself and lets go of all that sort of stuff. And he finds this nice woman that he meets. It's just a great movie. I really enjoyed this. I thought the setting was really cool. The cast was overall great. And it was just fun. And Tom Hanks is never bad in anything. If you're interested in seeing this movie, I will be giving a digital copy away. I recommend checking this out. I think it's highly underrated. So we got the Ultraviolet. Here's the code: 1, 2, 3. Enjoy that. First come, first serve. And yeah, I love this movie. And yeah, it just gives you those feels. It's a good time. Definitely check it out. Underrated to me. And we got The Accountant here. Really cool sort of superhero vibe to this movie about this autistic, or no, he's got Asperger's, or I think it's autism. And he kind of uses that to his advantage. And he's a super smart accountant, and he goes and kind of levels the playing field for these criminals that are trying to pull some shit. And he's really good in it. The action scenes are good in it. Ben Affleck, it's getting better and better over the years. You got Anna Kendrick, J.K. Simmons, Jeffrey Tambor. That's the guy who was in Injustice for All, I'm pretty sure. And John Lithgow, who's surprisingly decent in his small role. But yeah, this is a good movie. I highly enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I liked the story. I liked the character that Ben Affleck pulls off. And the twist at the end was pretty cool. So, yeah, and it definitely has like that superhero comic book vibe to it. Moving along, Bloodfather, Mel Gibson, a new movie from him. Really, really great. But this father who's had this like really bad history of alcoholism and being a criminal and just not being there for his kid. And eventually his daughter goes missing. Years later, she comes back into his life, and now she's got a problem with her own sort of criminal stuff. And he, even though he's turned his life around and he's trying to be a better man, he gets back involved just to save her. And their bond is formed throughout the movie. And it's just really, really good. I like this. I love the way it ended. I thought it was very poignant. And yeah, great cast. Great action when it occurred. It's just very gritty. Michael Parks is in this movie. Plays this really awesome character. Yeah, I definitely recommend checking out Bloodfather if you have not, because it's awesome. Excuse me as I drink. So yeah. Oh, did I give away The Accountant digital copy? I think I did. No. Well, if I didn't, here's the account. Ultraviolet. 1, 2, 3. First come, first serve. But yeah, Bloodfather, definitely check it out. It took me a while to get this. Same with Hologram for a King. My store, for some reason, only got the DVD copies, and I had to order them online, and for a while they were pretty pricey, so I caught them cheap eventually. So, and they both came with slips, which was nice. But yeah, definitely check that out. Mel Gibson is awesome in that movie, and so's the girl. So we got Snowden, another Oliver Stone movie. Great true story about Edward Snowden, this CIA, NSA whistleblower, I guess you call him. But pretty much he just didn't like what was occurring. The government was spying on other countries and their own people, and just a huge invasion of privacy. And he just had enough, and he couldn't let his ideology and his convictions be stifled like that, and he decided, regardless of consequence to himself, he would release his story to the public. And it's all about that. Really amazing performance from Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Great true story. Amazing dude to do that stuff. If you really want to see more about this story, check out Citizen 4. It's a great documentary about actually what happened, and there's a lot of scenes in a hotel in this movie that is based on that documentary. So and what actually happened. But yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt did an amazing job. He sounds pretty much just like him, kind of looks like him even, and just a really great telling of this story. Probably the best Oliver Stone movie I've seen in a long time. So yeah, and I picked up Blair Witch Project, the original. I've been wanting to rewatch that for a while because I also picked up the Blair Witch, which I enjoyed. I thought it was decent. It was really cool to actually see the witch, and it was cool with the time loops and all the cool aspects to it. I definitely enjoyed it. It gets a little much at moments, the shaky cam, but that's kind of comes with the territory. The original, I remember watching back in the day and just being floored over, just being like, what the fuck is going on in that movie? And I like them, so I was happy to finally pick them both up. So yeah, I'm very happy with this haul. Like I said, I got quite a few, like pretty much this again plus some more. So that'll be in the next video, or eventually I will make a complete collection and I'll just show it to you then. So yeah, until then, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you saw something here that you're interested in, or you'd like to, if you have anything to comment about below, about any of these titles, about my opinions about the titles, please don't comment about asking for codes that I didn't give away. But yeah, this is my collection. I'll also show you really quick, I got some really cool new figures from my Star Wars shelf. Got some really cool Disney Infinity figures. I love these things. I got some cool new pops as well. I got Unmasked Vader, got the Rogue One Vader, Luke, an Ewok there, Wicket. I got Jabba, Kylo Ren, Poe with his helmet off and blood on his face. Got BB-8. Got Maz Kanata. I got Reese from Aliens, Beetlejuice, Starkiller, Baby Groot. Got Marty and Doc. But these are really cool. Bill and Ted. Awesome to have these. Jay and Silent Bob. Michael Myers, Pinhead. Got Ash. Got Blue there. Got Jack. Got Davy Jones. And then Joker. Bank Robber Joker. I also got the Ghostbuster Dorbs, which I thought were kind of cool. And I also picked up that as well, which is a Funko. The Dorbs and these are both Funko. I can't remember what these are called, like plushers or something like that. It's a Stay Puff. See, just thought I'd show you that real quick. Really cool to have that. Also got this really awesome Death Star that came with Luke and Leia here. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you saw something you enjoyed. And as always, until the next time, be easy. Something's really wrong going on here.